Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker, he knows a lot about media, but in a very, very innovative way. He's a young and dynamic driver of public-private partnerships. Please welcome Sergio Fernandez de Cordova, fundador de Public Foundation.
Good afternoon. Today I want to share a vision that's a bit counterintuitive, as the typical perspective is that there's enough money to solve the world's greatest challenges if it was only allocated more effectively. Money is no longer the only relevant currency, and the institutions of the last 200 years are no longer the only stable assets to sustain our future. Over the past 25 years, I've launched several media-related companies, including the fastest-growing outdoor company in the United States. One of the most gratifying and fulfilling experiences of my most recent company was giving away media. Giving away media because our generation wants to have both an economic and a social impact. Giving away media was a smart decision. I discovered that with so little, I could do so much and have an impact on the awareness of people and organizations solving big challenges and creating unique opportunities for those with the greatest needs. Through small investments, we could significantly change perception and raise the profile of these organizations literally overnight. There are 1.5 million organizations in the United States, and can you imagine how many there are globally? For a majority of these organizations, time and money are scarce resources. Millions of worthwhile programs and projects cannot scale fast enough to keep their doors open and serve their missions. These are the reasons we formed the Public Foundation, to work directly within urban cities where the Rio+20 challenges are growing in proportion to population and social needs. We want to better connect nonprofits across every form of media through a platform that will accelerate solutions and build upon what we call the new currency. We define the new currency as the integration of mobile and broadband, traditional and new media infrastructure, data and real-time analytics, targeted branding, and hyper-effective engagement through 24/7 connectivity. This new currency is more effective than money and influence and governments. It connects individuals, communities, countries, and ultimately the world. It is a conduit for actual solutions to real problems. As a form of currency, it can be bartered, sold, donated, and gifted. Yet it is endless and abundant inventory, and a demand for this currency already exists. And a new media space is continuously being generated every minute of the day. The Rio+20 agenda seeks to answer how we generate more from less, how we leverage small actions to cause big impacts, how we spark thousands of ideas into one key innovation. I believe these answers will rely heavily upon media and this new currency. Media and the new currency I have described acts regardless of age, race, demographic, economics, and even geography. It finds ways to overcome political and social boundaries. Therefore, the solution I propose is based on one simple value proposition. There's not enough money to solve every problem, but there is enough media. Thank you. This mic was a little in my face here, but I wanted to actually tap into, I'm just looking at my Twitter feed here real quick, and there's a couple of questions that were being posed. And one of the comments says, some people are saying that social media is giving the world a seat at the summit. Do you think this is true? And as somebody that's been in the media space basically my entire life, I think that this is incredibly true. I've traveled around the world, from being in Egypt 3 days before basically the revolution there, and in Latin America and in Africa and in Asia as well, and having the ability to connect through social platforms, I think is an incredible way to have people live, present, and give feedback on a moment by moment. And I do believe, to answer this person's question, is that we do have a seat at the table, and thanks to social media. Thank you very much.